Hello, welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name's Wendy Wing. I'm doing a reading for fire signs, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. So what current messages are there in present time for the fire signs watching? Of course, cross watchers are welcome. Thank you. What's hidden for the fire signs? Thank you. Outcome and a thank you. Alrighty. Alright, fire signs. We've got a nice. Alright, Leo showing up in the past. Magician reverse, High Priestess. This is past energy. Alright. There's a lot of strength and courage. You're facing a lot of fears in the past. You're also very intuitive, psychic, unlimited potential. You're tuning into non-physical energies, using your intuition to guide you. What's this magician reversed energy? Feels like there's someone blocking manifestation, someone actively trying to manifest in your energy, manifest blocks for you, which doesn't seem very wise looking at the energies. Strength card and High Priestess. It doesn't feel advisable that they try to block you. When you've got the Strength card, Leo energy feels like solar plexus, sunshine. You're in your power, your will, and you're driving, you're internally guided. But someone's blocking, trying to block you, purposefully trying to create blocks for you. And it feels like this person, there's some type of emotional attachment. So I almost feel like on some level you recognize that this person is not for you. They're consciously trying to create blocks for you. But you can't walk away from this person. This is not love, Ace of Cups reverse, but there's some type of dependency on this person or belief that this is your happily ever after. It feels like you're enmeshed, that it's hard to tell where they end, where you begin. You might have children with this person, so there's complexity, but this is not love. This is definitely not love or loving that I'm perceiving. And I think that's what you're recognizing, is that someone who is actively trying to block you, trying to make life difficult for you. That's not love. Feels like you're very creative. There's some envy or jealousy why this person is blocking, and there's some type of woundedness that you have, that you're willing to stay with someone who is actively blocking you. Well, this explains why. The Six of Cups. This is how this person's treating you. Like, this is you. And you're trying to convince them, I don't find this loving. I don't like this. No, this is, what's wrong with you that you don't perceive this as loving? So it feels like you're in a trauma bond. This is an unhealed wound from your childhood around your independence. lack of independence. It feels like this person is projected onto you that you need them. And they've created such a relationship that it feels like at the beginning of the relationship you did not need this person, but they created, or you co-created, unhealthy attachment that by the time I'm tuned into it and this person is trying to actively block you, that you have a belief system that you need them. The thing is that that's a part of how this person manifests. Magician reverse, to make you believe that you need them, that this is love. So there's gaslighting. What's wrong with you that you don't perceive this as loving? And it feels like at the time I'm tuned into, it's hard to walk away. This is a trauma bond. This is toxic. This isn't love. But there's so many attachments. You might financially be dependent on this person. Maybe even that's part of how they keep you hooked in. Maybe children. So this person depends on time and space that you've created with them, that you're not going to fight them. This is very manipulative, deceptive energy. The truth is that you're a very independent person. You can be. You don't need this person. But at the time that I'm tuned into, it's like you've forgotten who you are because of this trauma bonds and the way this person has manipulated. It feels like you're far away from who you really are in this relationship. All right, fire signs. Let's move on to current energy. We have death, an ending, an end of an established way of being. When there's a death, there's a new beginning. So something has ended and something is beginning. This skeleton has a key, like an old key. Something is ended. Lovers reversed, judgment reversed. Reversed. You hear that revving of the engine. Someone's fired up. Revving their engine. Something is ended. There's a lot of criticism around this breakup, a lot of judgment around a breakup. Feels like for some of you, feels like it's the end of this way of being, this way of relating to others in the past. Some of you might be experiencing a breakup. Not annoying at all, that noise. There is this irritation in this current energy. Something about this breakup. Someone's very critical. Someone's criticizing around this breakup. What's the judgment? It's like a negative judgment. Very critical. Wow. Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords reversed. The deception and lies at the foundation of this relationship are being seen. There's something about the Ace of Wands, about it's kind of has that revving engine type of energy, taking your power back. There's something about this past relationship or a breakup that's happening currently. There's lies and deception, a lack of judgment, heavy criticizing. Wow, that was interesting. Boy, they flipped. They hit the chair and then hit the floor. Let me go spelunking. Oh. Another ace showing up. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Someone has a lot of options and someone's feeling very stuck. Someone's has love messages. Oh, this feels like what's being reworked about this past relationship. Someone, it feels like the person you were in a relationship with kept their options open but wanted to keep you trapped. So you were both operating in a very different relationship. Feels like the person you were in a relationship with might have had other relationships, kept their options open, but they expected you to completely be disconnected. You need to, so there was double standards going on here. This person tells you what you want to hear, but has nothing to back it up. They have nothing to offer. I'm getting fire signs. This might be hard to hear, but it feels like people at times have taken advantage of you by being nice to you, telling you what you want to hear, but they have no intention of backing it up, of giving you any type of real offer. There's someone, it feels like I'm tuning into this relationship. They would tell you what you want to hear and you would accept that as truth, instead of waiting to see if this person, what they say, matches with their actions. There's something where this person, you trusted what they said without really assessing if their words match the actions. There's also something here about not utilizing your High Priestess energy in this current energy. You're not tuning into your intuition. It feels like you might be focusing on your pain, not being balanced and grounded, but maybe focusing on your pain, centering your pain. Focusing on the pain that this person, this relationship has caused, to the extent it feels like it might be keeping you stuck, unable to move on. There's some end with the Death card showing up. What do the fire signs need to know about the Death card? Feels like transformation. It feels like it's time for you to transform into a different version of you. Allowing what this past relationship, this breakup, allowing this to create a different version of you. Feels like you're a very different person than the person that was in this relationship in the past. There's something about learning from the past and choosing to be happy. Because right now, in this current energy, it feels like you might be focusing on the past, on this person, on the lies, instead of the exit, letting this end. How can I allow what I've gone through to work for me? How can I take the bounce from this? And there's a real invitation to go at things alone, learn, find enlightenment. The Hermit card, the person goes on a journey, climbs mountains by themselves. But by doing this person finds enlightenment. Feels like there's a new perspective coming in, or potential for a new perspective, if you can allow the past to be in the past. All right, fire signs. Let's move on to what's hidden. We have the King of Pentacles. Abundance. Luxury. This feels like a lot of stability and security. Things are working. I'm also feeling a lot of happiness, joy, stability. And there's something about being very grounded too. The King of Pentacles feels very practical, grounded, measured. Wow. Queen of Pentacles. So it's a matched pair energy here. Wow, that's interesting. King and Queen of Pentacles, Ace of Cups reverse, 10 of Cups reverse. Maybe that's also where you were with this past relationship. Well, it's a matched pair. You would not hear this first, but I've got to mention that this King of Pentacles here also has a Queen. And then the next card up was the Queen of Pentacles. So King and Queen of Pentacles, but there's 3 people in this relationship. So it seems like it's a matched pair. But when you look closely, it feels like this relationship's very crowded. There might have always been someone else, or often someone else in the mix. Feels like in this relationship that I've been tuned in this whole time to, that I was getting that message earlier in this current energy, that someone behaved in a way in this relationship like they continued, like, I've got options, I can continue dating, this isn't stopping me, but they're expecting you to adhere to the contract, to the agreement. So this person, it's 2 different sets of beliefs. They're operating under a whole different belief system than they believe that you need to operate under. They do not treat their agreements the way you do, honestly and authentically. This was not about love. It's about looks and appearances. This person benefited from being in a connection with you, benefited from your validation by you validating this person. You made them look upstanding because how you behave. But this person is not upstanding. They don't know how to love themselves, and they keep choosing a lack of love. This person's very unhappy because they feel wounded, and they act in ways that is not loving. But they feel like they feel entitled to loving emotions and feelings, but they don't offer it. This is someone very askewed, just a very not operating upright. They block people purposely. They blocked you purposely. So they take the bounce, they take everything, the benefit from the relationship, being in a relationship with you, and then leave you with just horrible energy. Interesting. Okay. It looks like you... Oh, look at you. Wow. It looks like there's an opportunity for you to take a leap of faith, to start a new relationship, start a new pattern. This time, instead of Queen of Pentacles, you're showing up as the Queen of Wands. Fire energy. You're more yourself. Now that you're more yourself, you're showing up as yourself, learning as you go. The Queen of Wands is not about perfection. It's about learning, owning your shadow. It feels like you have this mature way that you can look at this experience and be like, oh, learning. I was in a role, playing a role as a partner and not really showing up as myself. I've learned so much from the past. I understand now. I'm seeing things differently. I'm seeing why I was such a match for a partner I do not prefer now going forward. What's interesting is the King of Pentacles is showing up again in What's Hidden next to the Queen of Wands. And this time, though, the King of Pentacles is not with someone else. The King of Pentacles, unless the dog, a wolf. So this time it looks like you recognize the importance of loyalty, of asking questions, that you're asking the right questions and asking uncomfortable questions that you might not like the answers. It feels like in the past you might have not wanted to hear or see, just accepting of the reality that you want. This time you're showing up more as yourself, more flexible, adaptable, charismatic, learning as you go. And this time we've got Two of Cups then. This feels like a really wonderful partnership that's coming in that you won't want to walk away from. This is someone different than your usual type, because it looks like your usual type is someone who doesn't care for you, that actively blocks you. This is not love. This is not love. There's also a lot of lies and deception, and this person has nothing to offer you. They actively block. And so I think you're just reworking things. You've maybe taken some time alone, and you're recognizing that what you do want. You don't need it. If you need someone, then you're willing to ignore red flags because you need them to be something for you. What I'm perceiving here is you're taking a trust fall into the universe, trying things different. You're different. You're showing up more authentically as yourself. You don't need someone. With that being said, someone does show up. And this time it feels like you're asking the tough questions, willing to see them for who they are, and being yourself, not trying to fit into their life, not having them fit into yours, but seeing how it works. This person that's showing up feels like they're very grounded. They might have their own independent way of seeing things, but they're on the same page in regards to relationships. This person, for one thing, it's not so crowded in the relationship. So, all right, fire signs. Let's move on to the advice and outcome. We have the Devil reverse and Fool card reversed. There's a reckless repeating the same pattern. It feels like you have the Fool card upright. Any other time? No. There's something here. This doesn't feel like your energy. Repeating patterns and staying stuck in a toxic trauma bond. I mean, that is an option. This is this past person. A lot of lies and deception. Oh, even about you. Okay. This person, it feels like they've tried to control the narrative about you so you can't move on. It feels like they've told everybody. I'm laughing because it feels like this person doesn't know any other strategy. That's where we started Magician reverse. This person just knows how to block. They don't know how to create what they want, but they conquer, block, win over others. It's a challenge for them to, it feels like they're very stuck because they only operate in this one hit wonder. They just keep doing the same thing over and over again, repeating the same cycles. Just blame you, blame everyone else. This person has no accountability. Lies, deception. Of course, it's all your fault. And it feels like they thought that they can control you by controlling your narrative, that you wouldn't leave and find your own truth, that somehow that you would stay and try to convince and try to change. And it feels like you just were like, wow, okay, that's what's going on. I'm done. I'm out of here. I don't want to. This is nothing is going to come out of trying to. This person's wasting your energy with Magician reverse type of activities, trying to block you and keep you trying to fight back, trying to convince everybody else what the truth is. It's wasting your time, your energy. And if you need to try to convince someone, they're not really on your side anyway. They're not really friends. They're enablers. So I'm getting to, if this is your reading, to take a leap of faith elsewhere. This is go elsewhere, anywhere other than this, with this person and this energy. It just wears you down. I think that's their tactic. Yeah, they want you to give up on love. They want you to be so bitter and stuck that you can't move on. So the best way is to make this person unhappy is to learn, heal, to not allow what this person's done to create a heartache, a bitterness that you can't overcome. It feels like the best way for revenge, if you feel that need, is to heal from this, to create a new cycle for yourself. Learn as you go, be yourself, stay grounded, invite another loving connection in. Heal from this, heal from your heart space. Feels like this person would really enjoy, because that's what they enjoy, blocking people from achieving happiness, because they don't know how to create, they only know how to block. And so if you put a definite ending to this relationship and focus on what you want and who you want to be and learn as you go, that feels like the tactic that would lead you to happiness, something that's real, someone who's real, someone who's authentic and grounded. So, all right, that's your reading. I hope that was helpful. Take care. Bye.